Hey guys, it's Alyssa. I am a huge Nintendo fan. I've made a couple videos on this channel about Nintendo and Zelda and Pokemon, so you probably already know that. What am I even saying? But I wanted to go into some more detail about why I'm a Nintendo fan and how I grew up on it and why I don't really play any other game on other systems. I got into video games when I was 5 years old, so about 2000. Which is a very long time ago. My mom got me a Game Boy Color, which I actually do have right here. Yay! So this is my original Game Boy Color. It's teal. The only thing missing is the back. It must have come off at some point, but it still works. And I don't play it as much, but sometimes I play it. Like I have my Pokemon Blue in here. And this was a great system. I didn't have the original Game Boy. I didn't have a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo Entertainment System or a Nintendo 64. So this was like the first real connection I had with video games. But the more I started getting games for like holidays and stuff, because I had a system or a portable system to play on, I started realizing what video games are. They're a way for you to connect to a story, to characters, to escape from the world. They're also good for puzzles, like occupying your mind to doing other things. And even though I was only 5 at the time, I was playing games that occupied my time and my mind. But I always had Nintendo products. I always had Nintendo Entertainment to lead me down that path. I went to people's houses when I was a little bit older in elementary school where they had PlayStations and Xboxes. I don't even think a lot of people actually had Xbox. I played like Crash and Spyro at people's houses, but a lot of my friends had Nintendo. There was no reason for me to get a PlayStation or at some point when I was older to get an Xbox. And Nintendo games are more kid-friendly. I don't really know how to describe that. It's more for children with like the coloring and the puzzles and the cartoonish style of Nintendo. So of course my mind went to that when I wanted video games. I also remember for Hanukkah when I upgraded from a Game Boy Color to a Game Boy Advance, which I don't remember when that was. I think it might have been when I was like in 1st grade or 2nd grade. And look at it, I still have it. I don't think it has batteries in it because I don't usually play it, but I still have it. I have fond memories of going on family trips where I would just sit in the car with my Game Boy Advance and just play my GBA games all the way there, and then I would wake up early in the morning and I would go into the bathroom so no one would be disturbed by me while I'm playing games and just sit there and play games. I remember I used to carry all of my Game Boy games in like this huge like bag because I just wanted to carry all of them. I didn't want to pick just like a few games that I thought maybe I would play. And the most memorable for me is the Game Boy Advance SP, which I still have right here. This is so awesome. I remember I was so confused that you have to charge it. It doesn't take batteries. And I was like, whoa, that's the future. What the heck? I have a distinct memory of sitting on the bus going to school when I was like in 4th grade, and everybody had their Game Boy, everybody had the SP, and we'd all just sit there and we're all playing Pokemon Sapphire and Pokemon Ruby. But of course the Game Boy line ended and they decided to make the Nintendo DS, which I have the Nintendo DS. Bam! Look at that. Boom! So big, it's kind of clunky. I don't think this really works that much anymore, but it was cool because it's 2 screens like we have today. You can play both your new DS games and also Game Boy Advance games, which I think was pretty cool. That you have the stylus. This is amazing. I think it blew my mind when I first got this. I remember going to Best Buy and getting this, and my first game for it was WarioWare Touched, which is a great introduction to the Nintendo DS. I can keep saying 3DS because I'm so accustomed to saying that now. Then we have the DS Lite, which is basically the DS, but lighter. Duh. It just is like a lot sleeker. So I have 2 of those because here's the reason. Hold on. First I have the black, normal black one. It's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit lighter. It's not as bulky, but you can, and you can cover up the cartridge if you're not playing a Nintendo, if you're not playing a Game Boy game. I have this one, which I got because a family friend of mine worked at the WWE, and they got a free DS Lite that had like the WWE logo on it. It's like a little chipped away now. But I think the DS was probably one of my favorites. It had, I liked the touchscreen section when everything just became touchscreen. But of course they made the 3DS, which is the 3D version of the DS, when they were like, let's take this to the next level. Everybody likes the DS, why don't we make it all 3D? So I have one of the original 3DSs. I remember I bought this with my first paycheck. This actually just recently stopped working for me. The speakers are blown out, so I couldn't hear anything, which is, I guess I could live with that, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get the new 3DS XL, which I didn't really want an XL. That's the only thing they had. So this is my new one that I use. I haven't used this in a while because I just haven't played a 3DS in a while. Like, the last thing I played on here was Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, growing up with the home consoles, like I said, didn't have anything before a GameCube. I just didn't have that, and I think when I wanted a entertainment system home console, my family just got the next one, which is the Nintendo GameCube, which I still have. If you were to ask me what your favorite childhood game was, I'm gonna say Luigi's Mansion. It's one of my favorites. I think I beat it like 15 times. And then when the Wii came out, I was so happy. I got it for Hanukkah. My aunt said that they didn't have any more when she went to go get it because it just came out like that November, I think. And I was so sad because I really wanted one, but then they surprised me during Hanukkah with the Wii, and I was like that kid who gets that Nintendo 64 for Christmas, right? And he like flips out. That was me with the Wii. And then I got the Wii U, which, to be honest, thinking about it, I didn't really like the Wii U. There was nothing really on it that I liked. I got the new Zelda games, which were pretty much just remakes of old games. But other than that, like, there was nothing I played on the Wii U except for Smash. But the Nintendo Switch is amazing. Like, I love it so much. It's introducing me to new games that aren't Nintendo. I got Shovel Knight and I really enjoy it. I started playing Splatoon 2 now because it's just easier for me with hand, like, I guess it's just easier with the controller versus your Wii Remote or the Wii U gamepad. Nintendo has such a special place in my heart because it's just the only system that I really fell in love with, and the characters and the franchises are just great. I mean, you have Pokemon, you have Mario, you have Zelda, Kirby, and I know Sonic isn't Nintendo, it's Sega, and you can get a Sonic game on a lot of consoles, but it also introduced me to Sonic. Let me know in the comments below what gaming console you usually play on nowadays. I always go to, of course, Nintendo Switch, but a lot of people prefer PlayStation or Xbox or PC. I've played on PC a few times, but I don't really think it's for me. You're awesome, I'm awesome, and thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want, you can press subscribe to let you know whenever I post videos. Also that notification bell, because then you'll get an email of when I post a video. If you like me so much and you want to follow me on social media, just go into the description box below. It's all down there. And I'll see you guys around, okay? Bye. Woo!